Hey, yeah. And welcome to Would You Rather with Big Mike and the boys. And welcome back to the Would You Rather Castle, here where we are recording the podcast. I'm Big Mike, and you can already hear one of the boys laughing. Tony and Liam, how's it going?
Not too bad, Mike. I don't know if the castle thing's going to catch on, but not too bad anyway.
Yeah, this isn't Takeshi. Takeshi's castle.
This is actually good and not narrated by a Scouse lad, so...
Well, he's a fucking legend.
Yeah, Vindaloo and some beer. Can't beat him.
He's actually my childhood hero. I don't know why I said it.
He's a fuck.
Just trying to act cool in front of all my friends here in the castle. So, 10 episodes done. We're here on week 11.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty big landmark. And me and the boffins down in the castle laboratory have been crunching the numbers. And I have the stats for how it's been going every week.
Uh-huh.
So would you like to hear who's winning the podcast so far?
Oh, this is interesting.
What? Who's winning? We're all winners.
Well, the listeners are obviously the winners.
Obviously.
But I have asked 30 would you rather questions to you guys. How many times do you think you've agreed with each other out of the 30?
23.
Tony?
No, I'm going to go with just 19.
The answer is 19. Tony's been studying.
Oh,
No way.
Tony's had his own boffins on the job.
I remember every
Such
single
a good
one.
memory.
Yeah.
So 11 times you've disagreed. So obviously then when you disagree, there's a tiebreaker. So it goes to me. So who do you think I've favoured? Who do you think has won the podcast after 10 episodes so far?
I don't know.
Limbo.
Do you think? I think 6-5 if so. I kind of thought it might be me because I feel favoured more often. But I think it might be 6-5 to me.
I've agreed with Liam 6 times and Tony 5
Oh,
times.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is some good. Am I sharing my screen here with you guys or?
No, man. That's some good guessing.
So the fan votes.
Ooh.
So who do you think the fans are favouring?
Liam.
No, I think Tony, because Tony's always picks the fun one. Look.
Tony's a fan favourite. They love him.
Yeah.
Well, 52% of the time they agreed with you both.
Okay.
That's good.
10% of the time they were being awkward and disagreed with you both.
Okay.
4% of the time there was a complete draw. 24% of the time they agreed with Liam. And 10% of the time they agreed with Tony. So Liam is winning on the fan vote and on the tiebreakers.
Woo.
Oh no, I thought you said Tony was winning on the fan vote.
No.
Oh, okay.
I thought you'd think they were. The fans do love Tony.
Yeah. They're a fan of Tony as a person, but my decisions.
I don't know about except the guy didn't like the roller coaster.
Rob.
Shout out to Rob.
Yeah.
He's not a fan of Tony at all. But a great listener of the podcast, and we really appreciate him. So Liam,
Thanks for your time, Rob.
so far you are the king of Would You Rather with Big Mike and the boys. Well, I'm the king, but you're the prince. And it's handy that we're in a
That mean
castle.
I'm your son.
Why not?
And that's why we live in a castle. And who's Tony to us then?
He's the jester.
Oh.
The jester. Of course he is.
Excuse me. Can you see the gesture I'm making right now?
Oh, that was bad. Right. So, should we just get into it?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. I'm pumped now.
Would you rather, if there was an alien invasion on Earth and you had to fight against them, or if Earth invaded an alien planet and you got sent with the army?
Oh.
Geez, that is a tough one because the alien planet, it could be like, Vietnam or something. They're never going to win that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You don't know what's they're up against. I don't mean that in a mean way. Like,
No, I thought you'd just been like,
they were never going to win
really
that,
hot.
you know? You don't know what you're going into. But then if an alien planet comes here, would you feel the same way?
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't, you know?
That's very interesting view on it, Ton. I was kind of thinking, because straight away I was thinking, no, I missed out on space when we got to make the new planet, so I was like, oh, I don't want to miss out in space again, because I felt like a fool when I was going to be the last man on Earth.
Yeah, I suppose, like, you'd never feel safe if they came to you, though, would you? You feel like that even if you did win, they're going to come back.
Yeah, when's it going to stop? Like, whereas if you go there, you know what you're dealing with.
You go there, it's like, right, they're not coming to us, so
yeah,
stick it in, stick it out, like.
Is it?
I don't know why I even said that.
Come on, lads, take the podcast seriously.
We're trying.
I have no idea why I said that.
This is a serious podcast based in a castle.
I think you meant something like you should be able to stick it out.
Get in, get out. Get in, get out.
Sorry,
Yeah, no, but I don't know why it came out like that.
Sorry.
So,
sorry, Mike.
Basically, the situation is, right? The aliens are coming. It's announced on the news. And we just start seeing shadows in the sky.
Right.
So that's all the information you have. You don't know how bad it's going to be, how quick it's going to be.
Okay.
Or Emperor Trump says, there is a planet that we are going to attack. They're really bad guys. I mean, really bad guys. And that's all the information you have to go with. And either way, you have to fight. So would you rather be the aggressor without knowing? Or would you rather them coming without knowing how strong the
Morally, no. Morally, no. But, you know.
So morally, you wouldn't want to attack them because they could be innocent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
if they're definitely, especially if it's coming out of his fucking mouth.
Yeah.
If they're coming, they could hurt your family and everyone you care about.
Yeah, but like you're saying, you get that much information and that's what you have to go on. Like they mightn't be coming for any bad reason at all. Do you know? They might be just coming to see
They
what's
are
going
coming
on.
to attack.
Oh, they are definitely.
They're
okay.
definitely coming to attack.
Like Jeff Wayne style. You know, Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds.
Oh, because it's announced over the radio and you, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. It's very good.
Is George Orwell?
Yeah,
Who's
no.
Jeff Wayne?
Is it George Orwell?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's when like a load of Americans turned on the radio and they thought that the aliens had actually come.
Yeah.
They thought it was a
Jeff
news.
Wayne's one's the musical one, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
March, yeah.
Yeah, that's I don't know. So if they're coming to attack, but you don't know how many of them, and will they ever stop coming? But also, you don't know by going there, are you just being an absolute prick to these aliens who didn't do anything wrong and have no
What would
reason
they
to be
look
attacked?
like? But like, people would just be scared anyway. You get there, you'd be like, you know.
Yeah. What kind of aliens are we talking here, Mike? Are we talking like, you know, slimy-
Humanoid.
Humanoid.
Humanoid-ish. They don't look like humans, but they stand on two legs. They have two arms.
Right. Are they kind of like the typical? Do you remember the inflatable doll style?
Yeah, a bit more like realistic looking than that. So a bit
Do they
more.
have disposable thumbs?
Disposable thumbs.
Disposable.
Yeah, they can just throw them away and a new pair grows the next day.
Really specific.
Jeez, I'm on fire with this. Come on.
Freudian slips.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it is they're biodegradable as well. That's
good.
Yeah.
But
For the environment.
the economy.
It might not be good for their environment. Maybe their environment thrives on plastic.
Then we can just swap planets.
That's what they're trying to do, but not swap, just take.
Just take, yeah. But I don't know. like you'd never want to. Like I wouldn't want to be in any army personally or fight any wars. But you're saying here either way, you've no choice except to fight.
Colonization is basically just the way the world works, isn't it?
You have no choice but to fight.
Yeah.
So if they're coming, you're just defending yourself. But you could lose, your family could die, definitely things will be damaged. Like there's going to be buildings and land and people are going to die.
Yeah.
If you go there, obviously people are going to die.
Yeah.
But you'd only be damaging their planet. But is that better or is that worse?
And how many people are going? What's the size of our army that we're sending?
The armies are pretty equally matched, but there's at least 1 million people going.
Jesus, okay.
That it?
And do they have any innocents, or are they all soldiers? Like,
they're just kind of like us, their planet, as in.
Wow. Okay, so they just have an army fighting our army, and they have innocent people there, or innocent aliens there as well, living.
Yeah.
Just trying to get on with their life.
Just trying to get. They're going to find it quite hard with you guys.
Just like sitting around a big mound of melting plastic, just trying to stay warm and stuff like that.
They're a bit more fucking.
But are they like way more advanced to us? Like, do they have lasers and stuff? Like, do they pam? Are they like, or do they just have normal? Like,
why would that make a difference?
Cause that'd be harder to fight against. Like,
we've no idea what they have. We've got some pretty high tech guns.
Yeah. But like,
but they'd be there asking on Would You Rather with Big Glorp and the boys and the aliens. They'd be saying like, and would they have like bullets? Because I wouldn't know what to do with the bullets, And they're just, they could just be sitting there at home, like sitting around a big pile of like leaves burning, trying to keep warm. You're being a bit alien racist there. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, man. Sorry, I didn't
Don't be alienating them.
You've already alienated half our listeners.
What's half of 3?
Now take out Tony's joke and just leave mine in. It'll be good.
Opposite way around, baby. Wow.
And what's their economy like?
It doesn't matter.
Is it sustainable like?
But like, what's the advantage of us going there and fighting them? Like, do they have like things we can mine and ore and things like
We're going
this?
to take their
Well,
dying, so we're going to take that.
If President Trump is sending you, they probably have oil.
Yeah, or like some kind of
something
that could probably run this planet for a year or something like that. Yeah.
For 10 minutes.
That's enough for him to invade. Well, I don't know, because this is like morals, but like at the same time, you've no choice. You have to be in an army and you have to fight these lads. But if they're coming here, then they're the aggressors, and then I wouldn't feel so bad for fighting them, and maybe to fight them on our home turf where we know the lay of the land, be a bit handier.
But at the same time, so they come, right? And they're only the same as you, like a lot of their soldiers. So they've just been sent because they played Would You Rather.
You wouldn't think that, though. Yeah.
So they could be nice lads and they don't actually want to fight, but they're like, well, look, it's also them.
You wouldn't think that, though, when they're shooting at you and, you'd be like, hey, get off my planet, you.
Damn dirty alien.
Yeah.
Are you, Tony, are you very protective over your planet?
Me? Yeah, if I see any dirty aliens, I'll...
watch them.
Yeah. Give them a nice rub down. Everything's coming out wrong. So can I still have my honey badger power?
No.
Then they're in serious trouble.
No honey badger, no action figure.
God damn it. Okay.
But
yeah, I don't know.
If you went and invaded and if you survived, I mean, they might make an action figure out of you when they're rewriting history.
G.I. Tony.
Yeah.
I'd have to be the leader, though.
Has to be the leader, right?
Yeah, honey badger platoon.
That's just the name, but no honey badgers involved. Like.
Tony, I never thought I'd die fighting side by side with a honey badger.
Who said we're gonna die?
So confident.
Okay, so obviously you wouldn't want to be the aggressor.
Yeah, I think the guilt of that is just too much. Like,
Think you'd get PTSD?
doesn't feel like it would be the right thing to do when you're going in to attack someone like that.
Yeah.
From past anywhere, that was never in history here. That was never been really like the thing to do.
Yeah, you're never the goodies when you're doing that.
Yeah,
Really,
if you're the one going there first, you're obviously the one that has the upper hand always.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other part to it, though, because if then you're basically just letting them come here and fuck us up, you know.
Mm.
So you'd put your morals, you think, of we can't go there in case they're nice, which they mightn't be, against the fact that they could come here and destroy everything you've ever loved.
They're not going to go after my pig picture, are they?
Well, none of our fans are, so. But then if you think about it as well, it's not necessarily that they're just going to come and kill us all. They easily could take us as slaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's even worse. That'd be much worse. They could build like crazy pyramids.
Who's being alien racist now? Aliens only want to build crazy period.
What's wrong with you lads tonight? Like,
oh, man. That would be a crazy period in time, though. So what do you think you're going to go with?
I'd love to know what they look like.
Hmm?
I'd love to know what they look like.
Yeah, properly. Like I hope they won't be too scary. That'd be just hard, wouldn't it?
What if they didn't have hands?
What
Just like stumps that kind of mold around things they need to pick up.
Oh,
real weird.
Yeah. So not disposable thumbs, like just no thumbs at all.
It's a weird hand, a moldy hand.
Moldy, not moldy.
Well, maybe if they're scary, you know, like the episode of Black Mirror, if they're scary, maybe they'd be easier to kill.
Yeah, but
What, for us, like?
Yeah.
Well, it's just something we haven't seen before.
yeah, I'd say either way it'd be fairly scary. Like.
Let's say either way, right? Either way. If when you shoot them, their head explodes and a little firework comes out, is that better or worse than not?
Firework?
Yeah.
But I'm not
That's
even.
dangerous. What if it comes firing?
No, just a little like, boo.
So like
miniature
is that
firework.
Is that only when it's a headshot, or is it like you could shoot him in the leg and
in the leg if it kills them? Anything that kills them.
right, and the head pops open and the firework comes out.
Yeah. You pick that?
Why would that happen?
Well, like why wouldn't it happen?
Well, tell me whether you pick it or not.
Why would that make anything happier?
A bit of crack,
Just make things. Yeah, it would. It
Like-
would take the edge off.
like a party, like a little party.
What does taking the edge off even mean? It takes the edge off, you know.
No, but like, imagine you're holding the fucking gun, like pointing it at something, and you're about to kill it, like, and it's attacking you, and imagine the fucking feeling you'd have, and then you just boom, and then pew, be like, oh, that's all right, bam, bam, bam. I
Hey,
think.
Happy New Year.
And it'd be beautiful when you shoot loads of them, like pew, pew,
Yeah,
pew,
yeah.
pew. Okay, so you pick that. You'd rather the fireworks thing,
Definitely, if that's an option, I'll take that. Will you?
right, lads?
I'd take.
Don't take it away now.
I'm sorry, I got confused. It's not fireworks; it's eggs,
What?
and it's 100 more of them grow straight up out of the ground, out of these eggs that just shot out of their head.
No.
But you picked it, so it looks like fireworks.
Well, like
Pew.
chicken eggs, like
No, like their eggs.
would they have to hatch?
They hatch straight away and there'd be more soldiers, no? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But then there'd be little tiny soldiers.
Toy soldiers? No,
Yeah,
they
like
wouldn't.
Little toy soldiers. They can't be doing big eggs that are the same
They're-
size as them.
They're like the rock grow things. 4
But they grow
days.
really quickly.
Yeah,
4
but they-
days.
They grow
You
in 4
kill 'em in-
seconds instead. And they don't have to go in
Jesus.
water.
Well, are they cockroaches, like?
They're aliens. You don't know how they're gonna work or how they.
Yeah.
They're pure weird.
Yeah, they are pure weird. Look,
Yeah, I probably would want to.
I hate them. I hate them now.
Oh, can we just go kill them?
But could we not just like go to their planet and just fucking nuke them? Like,
Well, I don't know what the plan is. I didn't decide. Would you rather if they? It's the theme of the podcast. If they looked like weird, tall, kind of like the blow-up doll hatching out of goo aliens, the classic Alien, or if they look like humans.
like exactly like humans.
Yeah, pretty much.
And can I ask a question? Either way, can we chat to these lads?
Yeah.
We can understand them. They can understand us.
Yeah, you can communicate with them. With, like Star Trek, there's a kind of universal communicator. We have them.
Okay.
That's mad.
I think I'd prefer if they were alien looking.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, lads, all the little cronies are at the castle door. They want to find out what the answer is.
I'm gonna go with attacking them.
Tony wants to go there. He loves scrap.
Love a good fight.
Fucking loves a scrap. I'm gonna let him come here and see what happens. Play it by ear.
Oh, thanks a lot, buddy.
What?
What? Now I have to go fucking...
What?
I have to go tell my mum the aliens are coming.
Well, you're out of here anyway. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna fight the bastards.
So we know Liam is winning on tiebreakers. And if I agreed with Tony right here, he would be tied. But unfortunately, I do not love a scrap. So I would pick that I'd rather they came here.
Shit, I missed out on going to space again.
You did, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I got to see it. I've seen it twice now. It's pretty nice. That's why I had to go.
But let us know over on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Big Mike Pod. What would you rather? Would you rather be 6 inches tall or 30 foot tall?
30 foot's fucking loads.
I think he could do a lot more with 6 inches than he could 30 foot.
What's wrong with you, Tony? Is that what they've always told you all your life?
Definitely be more pleasant. Like. But are you in proportion, Mike? No, I mean, like no, but like if you're 30 foot tall, are you just like really tall and skinny, or are you like your exact size and shape, or your exact shape?
Yeah, you're maybe a little bit less fat for you.
Thanks.
It's like two stories, no?
Huh? It'd be close to 3 stories. Like.
Jesus Christ! Like, imagine trying to go to the cinema or something. Hey,
it's always the cinema.
Get out of the way.
It'll ease your problems, especially when the world ends. There'll be no fucking popcorn. Not enough for you anyway.
Yeah, you'd probably be able to look into the alien planet. You don't need a spaceship.
But like, so would you, like, if you're 30 foot tall, presumably, I mean, that'd be a disability. Presumably the government would pay for you to have a specially custom built house.
Yeah. Like, Jesus, getting around it'd be like harder and easier at the same time, like.
Getting around.
Yeah.
Just big strides.
Big strides, but also probably not able to walk on small bridges and stuff.
I mean, how tall are you, Tony? Like 18 foot or something?
17 and a half.
In heels.
Yeah. In heels, and then not in heels, I'm about, I don't know, 5'11", 6 foot.
I'd say you're 6 foot about ish, no? Yeah.
Never measured it.
Yeah. I'd say you're 6 foot, like 6 inches.
6 inches is tiny, like.
That's half a foot.
But I mean, you could like fit in keyholes.
No.
You couldn't. Too big.
Oh, too big.
But maybe the key, the key I had for that other thing.
That keyhole, yeah.
Won't work.
So
But you
your
could,
your standard WWE Mattel action figure is 6 inches tall.
Yeah,
But you probably get blown away by the wind if you're that small.
yeah. Like, I don't know, because it'd be pretty cool. You'd be like the Indian in the cupboard style, you know?
You'd be like the Borrowers. You ever seen the Borrowers?
Yeah. Like, but you're the only one.
You'd be like fighting off rats and everything. Like,
Why are you always fighting, Tony? Just be in people places, you know?
it's a dog eat dog world. There's rats everywhere.
But like, I never see one in my journeys.
But what if one of your friends comes over with their dog?
Yeah.
Hey, where's Tony? Hey. I think I can hear him in his belly. Hey.
He didn't chew him.
The stomach acid would probably kill you if that helps.
But I like, okay, wait a second now. So you're saying the government let you have a house built for you, 30-foot tall man. You'd make the news. There'd be nowhere to hide, like, because I'm thinking if you're 6 inches, you don't have to be seen. You know, you don't have to really let it be known. You can just have a close net of friends that. But 30 foot, there's no hiding. Like,
imagine how cool your 6 foot. Your 30-foot house would be.
Yeah, like one floor would be 3 floors, like.
It'd be deadly.
Would you open it as a tourist attraction?
No.
It's my home.
No, I'd probably sell ice cream out of the front of it.
But how would you even, like, at 30 foot, you'd be holding ice cream like it'd be like a little tiny.
No, like my size ice cream.
For who?
Huh?
Families, like?
Yeah, family size ice cream. You come to my house, you're gonna have my size ice cream, like.
You ignorant prick. Or you could serve them, like, because you could be holding them and you have like a kind of 20 feet dug out into the ground, so you just stand in that pit and they kind of come up and they're just at your height.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, or just don't serve them any frozen treats. You know, because that was never an option. It wasn't important.
Well, it's always an option.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always an option. Frozen treats are always an option.
And I mean, like, you'd have to eat so much food if you're that big.
Yeah.
Holy shit, like.
Oh my god.
The price of that.
If you're 6 inches tall, you'd barely be able to eat any food.
Yeah, the price of that. You wouldn't be able to sustain yourself being that big.
Yeah.
People would start, like, you'd eat cows like they were chicken wings. A hippo would be like a big hubba bubba.
Are you actually going to be eating a fucking hippo?
Well, if you're
Where are
that
you going to
big,
get them, like?
there'd be none left after about a year of me being alive.
But I'm trying to think of any, like, fruit and veg that'd be that big. There wouldn't be any, would there? Nothing.
Jackfruit would be about the biggest. That's not
Well,
big
like,
enough. Like.
You'd have to eat just 6. Like, yeah, so a person's about 6 foot. You'd be 30
Not
foot.
this one.
See, you'd be five times your size. So you just have to eat five times the food you eat now. You know, it's not like, it's not unbelievable.
That is absolutely unsustainable, buddy. I eat a lot.
Yeah, but again, like, people would probably donate food to you. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. It wouldn't be that big a deal. Do you know what I mean? You'd just be getting Tesco deliveries. You wouldn't be going out into a field and munching on a cow. You know.
Yeah.
Fee fi fo fum style, like.
Yeah. See, that's what you're thinking, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm kind of thinking of, like.
You're thinking brushing your teeth with a tree. You know, this isn't how life's going to work.
That's what I was going to say. I'm kind of thinking of, like, pulling an apple tree off the ground and eating the apples off it like they're grapes. You know, that kind of. But
I'd be more like the BFG, though.
Big fucking goal. No, you would.
But, so, imagine you could eat kind of anything you wanted. You know, you could take in so many calories. You could eat all the treats and all the snackers. Right? You could get custom built snacker maker. Where you put in like just like
giant bread. Not tiny bread, giant bread.
Or just like 10 slices of bread on each side of the snacker. Just each pick up one thing and it's like 20 slices of bread. That'd be a decent.
Do that when I'm 6 foot and still make it that size.
Yeah. But if you're only 6 inches tall, I mean, what, like,
Oh yeah, 6 inches.
I mean, you could only eat like a tenth of a sandwich and you'd probably put on weight.
Yeah, and but you wouldn't care, do you know?
Wouldn't
You
you?
just eat and you're full and you'd stop.
You probably
No,
wouldn't put on weight being that size because everything's such a chore.
Like, if you say you'd just eat and you'd be full and you'd stop eating, but like, you could say that now, you're like, oh, I'll just stop eating when I'm full, I'll never gain weight. But that's not how it works, you know?
The only thing about the food is the mass you would need for the big one. Like, it's money and it's like an amount of stuff. Like, other than that, the food doesn't really matter. Like, food doesn't matter.
I love food.
Yeah, no, I love it as well, but that's not what I'm saying is like you only want to eat till you're full, even when you're a giant as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're 6 inches, would you eat grape like it was an apple?
Yeah, probably.
No.
Yeah.
And you'd eat the core and everything.
I'd probably eat a full box of apples, like big industrial boxes. Like.
But he's saying it's only 5 times the amount of food. So, like, if you'd eat 1 apple now, you'd eat 5.
I'd probably eat 5 now.
So 25, yeah, so a box.
Yeah, Joe, it's not that much more. Like, if you eat 3 sandwiches now, you know, it's only 15 sandwiches, which wouldn't feel like that much when you're just scoffing them down. Like,
yeah, it'd be more like eating a biscuit. Not even.
yeah, it wouldn't. But it's kind of exactly. It wouldn't be like that big a hassle.
An M&M.
Okay, so
Okay.
Could you work either way? What jobs could you do if you were a little fella?
If I was little fella, exterminator in the walls like the burrowers.
You could borrow things like the borrowers.
Non-stop.
The burrowers.
Kicking off, like.
If I was that small, he could do lots of stuff.
He's looking to start a war no matter what the decisions are, like. This between me and the rats now.
But you could install like cabling when you're 6 inches.
You could rewire hoses pretty handy, yeah.
I wonder would they discriminate against you and you wouldn't be able to get the certification?
What, for wiring walls?
You'd just do it on the QT, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's not like you're going to catch me. I'm too small to see me.
Exactly.
You're also probably quite slow.
Yeah, but I'm too small.
And what could the big lad do, like?
Big lad, you could be a walking crane, couldn't you?
Or a UFC fighter?
I don't think anybody would want to fight you. You'd punch the big... You'd be able to flick them with your big toe.
Well, you wouldn't be in any weight class either, would you?
You'd be in the heavyweight.
You'd be too heavy.
Yeah. But, I don't know, you'd be a walking teleporter, like, you'd never need a teleporter on your site.
Imagine trying to go to the bathroom outside, though. You'd be drowning people. You would. You need to go for a pee.
Well,
you'd be starting floods.
But you could, what's the word? You could water an entire row of crops.
Yeah, you could. That's something you could do. Good fertilization.
Good silage.
Good silage.
Which would be more fun?
Being that big would probably be pretty fun.
Yeah, I think it would. I think the small one, life would be kind of scary.
Yeah, scary, a lot of hassle, and you're never really safe.
Yeah, that's true.
Which would be more practical?
Neither of them are practical. None would be more practical than the other. Like, what good are either of them?
I don't know. I think you could have nicer jobs being smaller.
See, they're not like neither of them. None of them.
No, I think you'd be able to live a more normal human life at 30 foot tall.
Yeah, maybe, probably.
People would take you more seriously.
Well, they'd take you very fucking seriously, or else.
Yeah, they'd have to.
Which one would be better for your love life?
I don't think you'd have much of one then unless you're willing to go for like a giraffe and a...
Jesus Christ!
and something else.
That's a crime, Tony.
Not if you're 30 foot tall. Who's going to catch you?
Not if you can talk to them.
This is the Bestiality Podcast.
As long as you get verbal consent, if you can talk to them.
No, I don't know. Nah, for your love life, probably the little fella.
Yeah?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Because, like, you know, if you're the big fella, like, you'd crush him. just give him a little cuddle and
The little guy
Sorry.
you could crush.
They could crush him, but ladies are gentle. Like
And you
giants
could
are.
sit in their pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like a Joey.
Like a front pouch, you're thinking.
Yeah.
You're thinking if they were in a fucking bum bagger, yeah. Which would be more fun to go for a pint?
Well, you'd be steaming very fast if you're a little
Being
fella.
small, I think, would, but you'd be very much, not discriminated, what's the word, patronised, because you're so small.
Yeah. Watch Half Point over there.
Regularly.
Watch Half Point.
Yeah.
And you're there drinking like a tenth of a pint.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
shot glass, like.
Shot glass. And
I wish I was a half pint.
Oh.
Would it be great? Would everyone think you're a top lad if you were just drinking like loads of Jaeger bombs? You could just handle it. Yeah.
Drinking, like Andre the Giant, drinking a barrel of beer.
Yeah, a barrel of beer.
Whole barrel. Would you tap the beer and drink it out of a tap, or would you just rip off the top?
Oh, I know. I don't know. Well, you drink it out of. You drink, like, just. Because you'd be in the pub, like, you'd have it out of a
I don't
big
know.
glass, like.
Like, that'd just be a little mouthful if you're that big.
It'd take forever to get a pint, too, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It'd be
Like, not a pint, but a drink
You literally
your
would have
size,
to
like.
drink a keg, like.
Yeah, you would, yeah. You'd probably, like, get a keg opener instead of a tin opener and do it that way.
I don't have a wine opener in my house, just a keg opener.
Would it be like a giant key, like a really giant key?
Like an actual giant key.
Imagine shopping for socks and shoes.
You wouldn't shop though, would you? You'd have everything would have to be custom made.
Yeah, you kind of.
I
Everything
thought
would
you
be
were
a
about to say
bit
you have to be
bespoke,
naked. I was like, hang on a second.
like.
As the little fella, you might be able to wear doll's clothes.
Yeah.
Or
Or
like-
pretty itchy, I'd say.
If you had like your WWE action figure with a rubber T-shirt, you could wear that.
Rubber,
You know.
sweaty, yeah.
Yeah, well, some of them have cloth goods T-shirts as well. But
Yeah. Little 6-inch man or a 30-foot giant. I know. I think what I'd pick. You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. I'm just going to go for it. You go first, though. I went first last time.
Okay. Giant. 30-foot tall, sorry, Mike.
and Tony,
30 foot tall as well, yeah.
both the lads wish they were a little bit taller. I didn't ask it, but I do think they wish they were a baller. But let us know what you would rather over on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Big Mike Pod. So, would you rather be the President of Ireland or, just like Emperor Trump, be the President of the USA?
Jesus. I don't want to be either.
Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
President of Ireland doesn't really do anything, though.
Doesn't do much. He's just a representative for the country, isn't he?
He just goes around shaking hands and signing documents.
Yeah. I mean, he seems happy enough. Like, could you change everything if you were the president of the United States? I wouldn't know where to begin. Like, fuck do I know about politics? Like, not.
You wouldn't be able to change much if you go. It depends who's in the Senate and stuff. You go through lots of leaps and bounds.
So you have your own team, is what you're saying, Mike. If you're.
Yeah, you've been elected. So it happens tomorrow. So obviously you get elected today. So you'd be going straight in with the current government.
Okay.
And yeah, so in Ireland you have 7 years and a chance of a second term, whether you get elected or not. And in America it'd be 4 years and a chance of a second term.
Oh,
I think America's too big a deal, like.
it's way too much stress.
Yeah.
Like.
And would you be taking it over like it is now, or?
Tomorrow morning. Would you be a bit excited about it though?
What, to sit in the White House chair and stuff?
Yeah, so remember that apparently the President of the United States has all the information on Roswell. So Liam, you said before that that's what you're interested in. You want to see Area 51 if you're the last man on Earth. If you were the President of the United States tomorrow, you'd be reading those documents and you'd know exactly what happened.
They've released a lot of documents now.
About aliens?
But things that have landed on Earth that aren't from Earth, basically.
You'd be seeing everything.
Yeah.
You'd see it all, like the proper.
The ones they're holding back.
Yeah, I mean that's cool and all, but that's still a selfish thing compared to what else, everything else you have to do. Like,
yeah, it's a very small part of it. Like,
yeah,
you know, just to know that little thing that I'd like to know, but I'm okay with the fact that I'm probably never going to know now as it is.
But you'd be able to try and make the world a better place. You could try and be as fair as you could, because you wouldn't have your own like political agenda.
Yeah. Don't know. You'd just be assassinated though if you tried that.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
But you wouldn't have to leave very often. I think the CIA would keep you pretty safe.
Don't think the CIA would be on your side.
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't they?
Huh?
Why wouldn't they?
Because if you're trying to change things up, like.
Yeah. Get rid of the CIA. What?
Close down Langley. Yeah, they'd love that.
I'm changing your White House to the baby blue house.
Or just paint it a different colour every day. I think Emperor Tony would say, let's start attacking some planets.
First of all, I'd have a pet honey badger in the corner of my room.
Corner of his room? Restricting it, like.
Like, not have his own room. Not have his own house. Not just roaming around the White House as they see fit. One corner of the room.
One corner?
Yeah, I can't trust the honey badger.
But I want him close.
Yeah.
Keep
like
your enemies closer, yeah.
Yeah, but then I could be like, you know what I mean? If one of the head leaders or something stepping out of line, I'm like, hey, come on, release the honey badgers.
Okay, what's the honey badger's name?
Hendrik.
Hendrik the honey badger.
Hendrik the honey badger. I give him a little top hat as well that doesn't fall off. I glue it to his head.
Tony. Gluing a hat to the honey badger's head.
And 2 questions. One, would you have a honey badger if you were the president of Ireland?
Yeah, you could still have it, like.
Could still have it. President of Ireland, though, you just have to go around shaking hands. You don't have to fight anybody. Because the president of America has to do that. No.
You could probably start some wars as president of Ireland.
You could not.
Not as president. Maybe Taoiseach, but...
If you went around insulting people enough, they'd eventually start a war with you.
I don't know, they'd probably think you were joking because they're Irish, like, you know, see that Irish fucking cunt.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about anything to be the president of America. Like, I know the fucking idiot who's there now doesn't either, but I wouldn't put myself in the position he's put himself in. Whereas Michael D's job would take that, have a laugh for a few years.
Yeah.
7 years, don't want to get voted back in, just take the 7 years, top cash, living in a fucking nice house.
Can you get voted back in
travelling
after
around.
7 years?
I think you can, yeah.
Which country do you think you'd have a better chance of getting re-elected in?
America.
Right, just because they'd be comfortable with you?
Yeah, I just stand there and hold that honey badger and then go, yeah. Yeah.
They'd have to vote for you.
It is tempting, that whole like Area 51 and knowing all the secrets, and like he might even know like way more.
There could be so much you don't know about in terms of other countries.
Yeah. Like, are they in the pocket of Russia? Do you know what's going on there? Like, what's going on with?
Could be something completely different.
All the shit. Like, why are they everywhere they are? Like, you know.
Presumably, you'd be part of the Illuminati then as well. It's sick.
Presumably, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say there'd be good catering at their meetings. Like.
Yeah, I'd say so as well. I'd say the food is phenomenal.
All the snackers you want, like.
What's that, Bohemian Grove?
Snackers as well.
So personally, I'd rather you were both the president of America, because I think our listeners would go up. I think they'd at least double.
But he mightn't have time to do it, Mike. That's the other thing, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking flat out doing presidency.
Press conference. Sorry, I have to do my podcast today.
Yeah.
No, like, you won't have to work in the bar as well, I'm sure. They'd probably give you some time off to be a president. So you wouldn't have that in the evenings, you know? So what are you thinking? What's the verdict so far?
I know I knew the second you asked that I'd just not cut out for the whole American presidency. Can't even say it. So I would take 7 years as President of Ireland.
Anuk Duran Naharan.
And Uachtaráin Éireann.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Tony, you're President of Ireland too?
It's a cool job, the one in Ireland. Like, it doesn't do much. They're just kind of...
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
You get to travel, you get to live in a nice house, well off
Yeah,
after it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That would be...
And you represent your country in the
in the
as
nicest
big,
way,
yeah, as big a representative as you could be. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you'd probably get a lot less death threats.
Ooh, yeah. I'm sure you would.
Yeah, I'm sure as well.
You'd have to be very well behaved for 7 years, though.
Yeah.
No more like having a laugh and making podcasts.
Drinking 8.4% fucking oatmeal stout.
Yeah. So Tony and Liam both went for being the President of Ireland. But let us know over on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Big Mike Pod. What would you rather? So, as you guys all know, I do a lot of charity work around here. And one of my biggest charitable donations is the fact that every week at the end of the podcast, one of us get our own little segment. Last week was my pretty exceptional segment. And this week, unfortunately, we're back to Liam.
Jesus, sound lad.
So, Liam, what's the name of your little segment again?
Thanks for remembering. It's called Liam's Ring of Fire Quickfire Round.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah, I cannot remember that. It rolls perfectly off the tongue.
So, Liam, you can get us started.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it? Mike, you get to pick your last words. What are they?
What the hell is that? Tony, a rock or a hard place?
A hard place. It's because I don't know what that is.
A tough piece of fish.
Smooth like a...
Swan.
Alright.
Was that the end of it? Was it fill in the blank? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Smooth like a swan quack. Swans don't even quack.
No. The hiss, kind of. Mike, what side do you peel a banana from?
Whichever side I want to. Tony, Pokemon trading cards or pee straight after lunch?
Pokemon trading cards. I never did pee.
We'll come back to that another day.
Yeah. If you had two things you could bring while camping, what would it be?
A rock and a hard place. Mike, who framed Roger Rabbit?
The bad guy in the movie. Tony, who played Santa Claus in The Santa Claus?
Mrs. Santa. Twist.
Spoiler alert!
Why is Rudolph's nose so bright?
Where'd you get the idea for that one, Tone?
Don't be so nosy over there. Okay?
Energy drinks.
Yeah.
COVID-19.
Yeah. Very bad cold. He's never treated.
So, that was enlightening. Liam, how's it going? Are you still enjoying having a segment?
I'm just grateful that you're still so charitable, Mike. Thank you so much.
Well, it's been the best week 11 it could have been. And we all know that. But I think, once again, we're going to close the castle doors.
Still trying to get it to catch on.
For another week here at Would You Rather with Big Mike and the boys. From me, Big Mike, thanks, bye.
Thanks, bye.
Cheers, see you now.